Kieran's thoughts and memories into the written word. A Story with Me in It is at 7:30 this evening here on 1. But for now, we're off to Shortland Street.
Hello?
Libby. Nothing happened. As for this ridiculous idea that we're somehow having a secret fling, enough said.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Why does she do this? Doesn't she realise it makes her look even more tragic than what she already is?
I want a word with you.
Don't bother.
Libby? Don't Libby me in that tone of voice. I'm the tragic one, remember?
No, you're not.
I was at the IV last night and I heard every word you two said about me.
Whatever was said is the truth. You have brought all of this on yourself, Libby. If you must have a man in your life, then sort things out with Kieran and leave Chris alone. The man has a wife and a child.
Someone fancy the boss. Don't worry, you'll get over it.
My mail, please. Thank you.
Morning.
Tanya, get your lazy butt out of bed, bro. You're gonna be late for work.
Sure, bro. Take your pie. Give it up for the janitor guy.
There's something wrong with you.
Ain't no use in slacking. You gotta be respectable. For contamination, gotta use the receptacle.
You get a personality transplant.
Nah, I'm sweet. Just trying to learn my job. Hey, did you know you use different stuff to clean spew than you do to clean poo? I'm putting it down in rhyme so I can remember. Man, I had to work today yesterday.
This is at work.
Yeah, I got appreciated.
Appreciate it all. Where'd you learn that big word from?
Shut up. Nah, I got a box of chocolates from this lady just for being nice to her.
Awesome. You gonna hang in there now?
I'm staying in town. Me, I'm not down.
Oh, bro, that was terrible. Staying in town. Me, I'm not down. Stink.
Oh, you think you can rap it?
I can rap. You're the one who can't rap.
No, you're the one who can't rap.
No, you're the one who can't rap.
No, you're the one who can't rap.
Look, this is the mirror. Look in the reflection. What does it say?
Whatever. Shame stole your toast.
Lara Wade and Chris.
I think you find there's a queue for the lovely Dr. Warner.
But she's the cop in charge of the investigation. Isn't that kind of crossing a line somewhere?
Let's not do cops and crossing the line. We'll be here all day. Hang that in the mail for me, will you? Thanks.
Sure.
I'll pick you up here after work.
You don't have to.
I will pick you up. No arguments.
What's the point of having my driver's license when I can't even drive myself to work?
What's this about, Scotty? It's not fair.
No, if you're my brother and you still think you live in the Middle Ages, it's fair. I don't know what he thinks I'm going to do. I can't even visit Scotty.
Have you heard from him?
No. All I know is he's in a remand cell. Trying not to think about it.
Impossible.
Yes.
Look, if you want to grab a coffee or talk, whatever, just give me a yell. I know what it's like.
Thank you. That's very kind. Come on.
I come in peace.
Go away.
I have Danishes. The coffee's getting cold.
Oh, for God's sake. Where's the Danish?
Oh, I lied about the Danish. I would have had to leave the building and I'm 2 tenths for that. You don't know how good you are at destabilizing a person. I'm sorry. I know I have a big mouth and I know I shouldn't have...
No, you shouldn't have, Gerald. Thanks to you, my mother and Tanya are treating me like I'm spawn of the devil.
I still think you're lovely.
No, I'm an idiot. And don't you dare agree with that or I'll hit you.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, I see. You Jeffrey's women are all quite violent, really.
I saw Kieran last night with that Alicia. I went into the bar to have a heart-to-heart with him and, well, that worked. What?
Nothing.
Gerald, if you know something...
All I know is you might have left it a bit late with Kieran.
Why?
You don't want to know the details.
Yes, I do.
All right, but you've got to promise not to hit me again. Alicia was there for breakfast this morning.
on, Juzzy, cut the kid some slack. You got to give him credit for turning down a car.
He's got $1,000 in his pocket. Might that be why? I was quite enjoying the idea of handing them the keys to a new car.
You were dead set against the idea.
Yes, but then I had a monumental struggle with my conscience, didn't I? Kind of got used to it.
I will never understand women. You got your nursing manager back?
No, I haven't heard a thing. Chris hasn't even mentioned it.
Wonder if they've charged him yet.
Oh, Scotty's too straight to be a murderer. I mean, yes, he's capable of boring a person to death and frequently does, but that's about it.
We hated Brenda, that was common knowledge.
Not that brainy to make it so obvious and then kill her, though, is it?
Well, they could have snapped. People do.
Yes. Except you have to consider the time it takes to fill a syringe with a lethal drug, then find your victim, then do it. That ain't a snap.
It's freaky. You be careful, please.
Don't worry. I'm very careful. You know, I didn't even think about this at the time, but when Brenda called that meeting, when she found out whatever it was, I bolted up to Chris's office and sat there waiting for Scotty.
So he was late?
Yeah, he had some excuse, but I don't even want to think about it.
So, if Brenda was onto him, you're saying he had time to do something about it? He could have killed her.
Morning, Shanti.
Morning.
There's rules to follow, it's the only way to make it. Chemicals to deal with, so you better not fake it. Never clean in circles, always go from side to side. Learn the color coding, gotta take it in your stride. Yellow's for infection.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm working.
This is a hospital. Patients come here to rest, not listen to that racket.
It's not racket, it's music, man.
You're paid to clean, not to argue.
Sorry?
I should think so.
We've had 2 acute admissions overnight, so Mrs. Southwick, that's the laparoscopic cholecystectomy, has been moved to the afternoon list in Theatre 1. Oh, and Carol has come up from ED to cover Julie, who's off sick for a week.
Hi, guys.
Nope. I've talked Carol through our new protocols, but if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Thanks, Shanti.
Okay, that's it, unless anybody has any questions.
Morning. When you've finished handover, I'll need a copy of the rosters, please.
Is there anything you'd like to add to handover?
No, thank you.
He comes in, sits down at his desk. No explanation?
Unbelievable!
Is he nursing manager or not? I mean, it's terrible PR not telling the staff what's going on.
Even when Shanti gave him the chance to.
And she looked like she'd seen a ghost. Are they still an item?
Yes.
Well, it must be creepy going out with a suspected murderer.
I wouldn't get too carried away. The cops are heavying every guy in the building. Yeah, but they must know something or they wouldn't be so interested in him. Wait till you're on the receiving end of that bunch and see how you feel.
Oh, I still think it's creepy.
Are you okay?
If I knew what to say to people, I would be.
It's not your job to answer for Scotty.
But they keep asking.
You didn't know he was going to turn up today.
I suppose it means the police don't have enough to hold him on.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing, but has he not said anything to you? Not even where he's at with the cops?
Not a thing.
Then ask him.
Well, you know what he's like. He's such a private person.
Yes, I know that. But this isn't just about him. You count too, Shanti, and I'm sorry, but he's treating you like crap.
So who's next?
Sorry?
On your list of innocent blokes to get the 3rd degree. Your lot just had a real good go at me. They turned over my house, my car, searched my phone records. They even talked to my bank.
They're just doing their job.
Don't make me laugh. They're like chooks with their heads cut off.
That's all you wanted to say, then.
Does your boss know you're mixing business with pleasure?
What?
Sleeping with Gavin Kappa.
I have not slept with Gavin Kappa.
That'll be why he's telling anyone who'll listen that you have.
Are you going to blow my cover?
You don't need my help to do that.
Answer the question.
I'm sorry, is this a formal interview?
Are you threatening to blow my cover? Because I've warned you, if you compromise this investigation...
You call this an investigation? It's nothing but one cock-up after another.
I told you not to mention my mother's name.
Okay, let me rephrase that. A person who shall remain nameless told me that you're taking some time off, going to see Maya.
Well, as usual, she's wrong. I've decided to take a proper break. To a place where nobody knows me.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
I have nothing to be ashamed of, I'll have you know. I'm thinking Noumea. A nice resort, sun, chill, relax.
Chat up the guys. Oh, having first established that they're single.
Do you ever get sick of extracting your foot from your mouth?
It's just the cross I have to bear.
Well, I'm out for half an hour. Booking my tickets.
I've revised the budget figures for bureau nurses. These your copy?
How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Are you not going to talk to me at all?
I owe you an apology. I had no idea the police were going to turn up at your house. I'm very sorry you were dragged into this.
I mean about what's happened since then.
Nothing happened. They held me as long as they could, then they let me go.
Have they charged you with anything?
Resisting arrest? I have my lawyer on it.
I think you need to talk to the nurses as well. Tell them that you're not under suspicion anymore.
Why?
Well, Scotty, you've walked back in here like nothing's happened. People will be talking.
It's none of their business.
Do you want to be another Mark Weston? He had a terrible time when he was a suspect and people said awful things about him.
I'm not going to stand up and defend myself in public when there's nothing to defend. And I'm not a suspect.
I never said you were.
Well, am I or aren't I?
What are you talking about?
I don't hear you telling me you believe I'm innocent.
You haven't given me a chance.
Lara Wade's got to you, hasn't she? All this talk of my so-called inappropriate attitude to females, it's all a load of PC crap.
I went to see Detective Wade to stick up for you.
She would have loved that. Getting off on telling you that you're not safe with me.
I see Scotty's back.
Yes, I'm playing his cards close to his chest. There's a surprise.
One can hardly blame him for that. Our esteemed constabulary will have hung him out to dry.
Mrs. Southwark, this is Dr. Derville. He's your anaesthetist. Hello.
Hello.
We're running to time for your surgery, so I'll leave you two to have a little chat and I'll pop back shortly.
Are we on schedule here?
Word, please. Have you been in touch with Chris?
He's away.
He has a mobile. I think he'd appreciate knowing you're off the hook, assuming you are off the hook.
Yes, I am.
Good. Then you should tell people that. I know you probably don't want to think about it.
I don't. I'll let Chris know.
Shanti's been amazing while you've been away. Really stepped up. Well, it couldn't have been easy for her either.
It's not Shanti's problem.
Scotty, what planet are you on? She cares for you.
Can I sit here? Calling me tragic is the pot calling the kettle black, isn't it?
I know, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I just wanted you to get back with Kieran.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Still good, couldn't it?
Beside the point, I am going away for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Good idea.
I wish people would stop saying that.
No, I just mean you haven't had a break for ages.
Which is where you come in.
Me?
I wanted to book myself into a resort in Noumea, except it's too close to Christmas and all the decent ones are full. So, my idea of a glamorous holiday is down the gurgler. Story of my life.
There are quite a few more islands out there.
Well, I can't get the dates that I want. It's hopeless. So, I'm going to go stay with Maya.
That's great. She'll love it.
But you are going to tell anyone who asks that I am a Noumea.
Why?
Because you owe me.
You want me to lie for you?
Would you want people to know that your idea of a holiday is in the back blocks of Thames with a solo lesbian mother?
There's nothing wrong with Thames.
Well, I have an image to protect.
People will figure it out, Libby. Especially when you come home without a tan.
Oh, there'll be tanning salons. Oh, God, let there be tanning salons in Thames.
You actually are a freak. Okay, Noumea it is.
Thank you. Now, I'm going to go pack.